Well, good evening. It's a pleasure to serve in this role. Benzoma wrote, "Who is honored? He who honors others." Well, each year, Federation presents the David N. and Rosalind Grossberg Young Leadership Award, established by Rosalind's brother Dave Myers, to recognize volunteer leaders in the Jewish community who are 40 years of age and younger, and who demonstrate active leadership in the Jewish Federation. We're so glad that their daughter Peggy Ross and granddaughter Pam Toder are here with us this evening. And I'd also like to acknowledge Rob Bertman, last year's Grossberg co-recipient, who chaired this year's selection process. Our 2013 recipients, Rachel Lubchansky and Jeff Sparks, exemplify the Medot, behavior characteristics of leadership. In fact, since 1961, over 110 individuals have been the proud recipients of this prestigious award. So if you will, please turn your attention to our highlights of why Jeff and Rachel are so deserving of this honor.
I think a good leader commands respect, but also can relate to people of varying backgrounds and can engage them in dialogue. I think that it's somebody with a vision, somebody who's not scared to speak up, bring their vision forward, but also find a way to collaborate and make it about a team. The Millstone Fellows program prepared me to make the transition between volunteerism and becoming a Jewish professional. Occasionally I'll think back to a specific session that we had in Millstone, think about skills that we learned, or refer back even to my notebook and think about implementing change, collaboration, having meaningful conversations. It was so wonderful in giving me tools that I can refer back to on a regular basis. It was at a roundtable discussion that I learned of a program called Tomchei Shabbos that existed in other cities, and I immediately recognized a void in St. Louis and knew that there was an opportunity. So I approached a woman who I knew could help make it happen, and about 7 years ago we founded the Barbara Mendelsohn Tomchei Shabbos Fund. We provide meats, chickens, produce, canned goods, and other dry goods to our families so that they can prepare their own Shabbos celebration. My advice for other young professionals is to find areas of interest and get involved. All of us need to give of our time in order to ensure the strength of our Jewish community, and we need to do that in a positive way. And I think that the reward for young people who get involved is priceless. And being able to do something beyond yourself and being able to think of helping others beyond yourself is just an incredibly rewarding experience. The Federation has a unique role in the Jewish community. They're sort of the central point for all of these different organizations that cross the spectrum of Judaism within St. Louis. The Federation is able to bring people together, create this atmosphere, and work on common goals. I've been so lucky to be surrounded by people who have believed in me, and they've articulated that, and I think having that support has just encouraged me and given me a sense that I can do whatever it is I set out to do. So of course I owe a ton of gratitude to my parents, to my grandparents who are still incredibly active at 93 and 98 years old. My best friend, Judy and Todd Taylor, and her parents, Marilyn and Alan Essman, who have been lifelong role models for me. And then one last person, and that is my husband, Adam. He supports everything I do, and I'm just so grateful.
You know, when I think back on why I first really took YPD and my involvement with the Jewish Federation to the next level, I would say there's a whole realm of different reasons. But at the end of the day, I realized Federation and the work we do, it's not just for those in need and those struggling in the community. It's also for all of us. Camp Sabra, BBYO, Hillel, even YPD. All of those organizations and activities takes funding, and the Federation helps to fund all of those. So I realized it was my chance now to give back and help others to be able to have those same experiences and opportunities that I did. It's important to be able to step up to the plate and get things done and to take action with the different ideas that we have. However, in the work that we do, it's really important to do all that with transparency and to be very open with how we're helping others. You know, at times I think people look at YPD as only happy hours, but we're really a lot more than that. While we're here to bring people involved in the community and get them engaged, we're also here to raise money for the Jewish community. Every year YPD raises $100,000, give or take, as part of the Jewish Federation's annual campaign. When I look at St. Louis over the last 10 years, it's amazing just how much of a community we've built for young professionals, where people meet at these structured programs, whether it's a happy hour or Shabbat dinner, but then the next week you could see them out in the community just having fun together outside of the structured programming. I'm often asked what advice I have for other young professionals, and that's simple. Have fun, get involved, do what you say you're gonna do, and then just enjoy it, and the rest will come naturally. I couldn't do what I do today without the Jewish roots and the values that my parents helped to instill within me as I started growing up in the St. Louis Jewish community. They've really helped to set the foundation for who I am today. And then, post-college, it was the people like Rob Bertman, JJ Flocken, Micah Litwack, Margot Newman, Lee Apicar, Wendy Rosenblum, just to name a few, that really helped to continue my involvement, to push me, to not take no as an answer, to really get me out there having fun within our Jewish community and giving back. So to them, I really do want to say thank you. And there's so many other people too. The YPD board, our executive committee, you all are the ones that really make things happen. But most importantly, it's the donors that I want to thank. Truly, the donors are the ones that make this all possible. Without the support of all of you, we couldn't do what we do today. So thank you for all of your generous support over the years.
Rachel and Jeff, if you would please come forward to accept the award. So we have these commemorative plaques for each of you, as well as, because of the generosity of the Grossberg family, you'll receive a significant honorarium to attend a leadership or Jewish education program of your choice in the coming year. I might recommend a Millstone Institute program, but really congratulations to you both. As we have Jeff and Rachel up here, I'd like to ask all the past recipients of the Grossberg Award to also stand and be recognized. The future looks bright. Thank you.
That's an impressive group of people. Thank you, Mont, for that. Congratulations to Rachel and Jeff. There's another award that we give out tonight. Larry Levin is the 55th recipient of the Fred A. Goldstein Memorial Service Award, given for outstanding professional achievement among those who work in a St. Louis Jewish organization. Now, it's poignant this evening to acknowledge that the very first recipient of the Goldstein Award back in 1965 was Bill Kahn of blessed memory. We're grateful for the many gifts of professional leadership that Bill bestowed on the St. Louis and national Jewish community for decades, and his lifelong career of Jewish service that enriched the lives of so many of us here in the room. It's in the spirit of Bill Kahn that we present then the Fred A. Goldstein Award to Larry Levin. Let's listen first as he talks about his work.
When I wrote my first welcome column in the Jewish Light, I indicated that the first thing I had to do was understand what I didn't know. With the help of JPro and Marcy Eisen and other Jewish professionals who are very open and welcoming, I've learned a lot. The Jewish Light's mission is to inform, inspire, and connect, and we take that mission really seriously. There are a lot of people who are involved in component parts of the community. Their synagogue, their organization, their group of friends. But in order to tell the big picture, I think we play an important role. The role I'd like to play in the Jewish community is to make people believe that they can offer whatever thoughts, opinions, create whatever dialogue needs to be created to further the discussion about how we ought to be organized and structured as a community. We really encourage open communication. We strive to make sure people understand there isn't one right answer, that there are myriad answers, and most of them aren't either 100% right or 100% wrong. There's a grain of something to be taken out of everybody's perspective. Being a lawyer and a business person and a nonprofit volunteer and executive, I think I've been able to learn a lot and take away a lot from myriad disciplines that maybe someone who's been in a particular discipline might not have the perspective on. I think what makes a good leader is both the person's characteristics and the situation that they come into. For me, it really focuses on listening and understanding the component parts of the organization, hopefully having tremendous professionals working with you and tremendous partners working with you. I cannot overstate the level of professionalism and quality that the Jewish Light team brings week in and week out. Everywhere from editing to our production team, to our sales team. Who would have thought in the recovery period of a recession that the Jewish Light, this little media organization, would be showing strong increases in its sales? I would really like to thank the Federation, JPro, those who made the evaluations about this award for giving it to me. And as I said at the time, it's an affirmation of the work the Jewish Light does, its staff, and its incredible lay leadership. We have had one of the best boards I've ever experienced in the many nonprofits I've been involved with, and they have just been astoundingly good and supportive of what we've tried to accomplish with the Light. So thanks to all those people, and I think the award is basically a recognition of all the great work they do.
Larry, would you please come forward? Larry, thank you for all that you have done for the St. Louis Jewish community, for the Jewish Light, and accept this certificate as a memento, and also this selection of books that I understand you had a hand in picking out. Thank you so much. That's for you. Thank you. And as Larry's going down, I have to tell you that Larry and the whole board of the Jewish Light helped me understand the difference between political theory and realpolitik earlier in the year. So I'm grateful for that, and it's been a wonderful part of my own journey. Larry, congratulations.